Hey, what's good? When this is at under 18 in the clutch, and we got some brand new news regarding both teams in my home state of Florida for both the Orlando Magic and the Miami Heat. But first, what we're going to talk about is the Orlando Magic, and what I'm referring to is recently they just announced that last night on NBA on TNT that the Orlando Magic are finally going to retire Shaquille O'Neal's number 32 for the Orlando Magic on February 13th. And it's going to be one of their classic nights where they're going to be wearing their throwback jerseys during the Tracy McGrady era, which, by the way, I love those jerseys. By the way, those are one of my all-time favorites. Those 2000s Magic jerseys. So to follow with the theme, that's where they're gonna make the jersey retirement and then hang the number 32 on the rafters, which makes a lot of sense, and it's about time. It's rightfully so, because Shaquille O'Neal, during his 4 years with the Magic, he has done some amazing things for this Orlando Magic team, especially when they were just brand new into the league. Shaquille O'Neal basically skyrocketed that franchise, and it even still is even talked about to this day as they talk about the Shaquille O'Neal's impact along with Penny Hardaway, and then there was an ESPN documentary called This Magic Moment, highlighting the early years of the Orlando Magic that involved Shaquille O'Neal's dominance and the Magic's early run into the finals. And with that, I mean, like, he's done in his short time, especially when he was extremely young, he'd done a huge impact for the Orlando Magic, as he was number one pick in the 1992 NBA draft. He was the Rookie of the Year. He was a 3-time All-NBA, a 4-time All-Star during his time with the Magic, and he led the Magic to the 1995 NBA Finals versus the Houston Rockets. And these numbers during his time in Orlando are just completely absurd. When I had to filter out what was his averages during his 4 years in Orlando, and he averaged during that time 27.2 points per game, 12.5 rebounds a game, 2.4 assists a game, with 0.8 steals, 2.8 blocks a game, which that's ridiculous in my opinion. I'm like, these sound like 2K numbers. And with a field goal percentage of 58.1% from the field, as his main game was always to dominate inside the low post and score from the inside, so that made sense right there. And I always wondered, for years, with Shaquille O'Neal's jersey being retired with the LA Lakers and the Miami Heat, which he's done great for both teams respectively. The Lakers led him to the three-peat, and along with Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, and has done a huge impact for the Lakers, and set up this respect, and was able to be a good transition from the Magic Johnson era to now the Shaq and Kobe era. And with the Miami Heat, he, along with Dwayne Wade, helped lead the Heat to their first NBA championship. So it made sense for both teams to retire his jersey. But I never understood why the Orlando Magic did not. Yes, he did not re-sign with the Magic back in '96, but then again, it's because the Magic's incompetency, where they were selling him cheap, and then they basically dragged their feet and waited till last minute to give him a better deal. But then Shaq already by then signed with LA, so that was more on the Magic than it was on Shaquille O'Neal, because he wanted to stay in Orlando, but Orlando didn't give him the best treatment, especially with when I saw the documentary on the poll of who would you rather, do you want Shaquille O'Neal, and then a whopping, I think if I remember correctly from the documentary, 85% said no. They didn't want to pay him, and then I was like, that was so stupid on the Magic's part. So whatever tension or rift was between Orlando and Shaq, I mean, looking back on it, that was more on management than it was on O'Neal himself. So that's why it doesn't make sense. How does these two teams, they showed Shaquille O'Neal's respect and retired his jersey relatively earlier than Orlando, because yes, Shaquille O'Neal didn't leave on the best terms in both LA and in Miami as well. If we want to look back at history between the Shaq and Kobe beef, Shaq he didn't leave on the best terms, and then Miami, they were really horrible shortly after their title reign, and that's when he ended up getting traded to Phoenix. So it wasn't like it was a happy ending for for Shaquille O'Neal in both LA and Miami. So what's the difference in Orlando? Like, give Shaq his respect. I mean, because he brought the Magic to relevancy and to greatness during his time there. They just didn't want to reward him for it. So like that's what I always wondered for many years. But now that they are finally deciding to retire his jersey, that's good. I'm happy for Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm happy for the Magic that they're finally making the right decision. And it's good that the Magic have are starting to now like retire jerseys, because I go to several Orlando Magic games and I look at the arena and I don't see any jersey retirements. I'm like, I mean, I know there's some really good players that have played for the Magic that have made an impact on them, and I would think they deserve to have their jersey retired. I would think, but for some reason, I just thought it was a internal thing where they just don't do it or don't believe in it. I don't know, but I'm glad they're finally changing their minds now, and they're starting to show respect and give props to the guys that have put their hard work, their blood, sweat, and tears into this game and for the Orlando Magic. So it's good on them. So yeah, I hope this is a good trend. I hope the Magic can start retiring more jersey numbers of different players that have made a huge impact on the team. My only concern is, how are they going to retire the number 1 jersey between Penny Hardaway and Tracy McGrady? That's my one concern right there, if they're going to follow this trend. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys how do you feel about Shaquille O'Neal's jersey being retired? Do you guys agree it's about time, or should they have waited, or not, or keep with the tradition of like not retiring the jersey numbers for the Magic? Or if you do believe in retiring jerseys, who else from the Magic do you believe should retire their jersey number? Whether it's, like I said, Penny Hardaway, Tracy McGrady, or even Dwight Howard, if you guys start to like him or not again. I don't know. Just I want to hear you guys out in the comment section. I could certainly love to discuss things with you guys. Please like and subscribe to this channel. I certainly love and appreciate every single last one of y'all. God bless you all. Thank you so much, and talk soon.